Going live in just a bit. What's up, warrior? Welcome back to this daily wisdom. And I wonder, have you ever thought about how to convert better in your presentations in your business? Today, I'm going to be talking about the top mistake that presenters make that are leaving you money on the table. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, do me a big favor, share this video, tag someone onto this, whatever it may be, because I think it's super, super key. So when I was first getting into presenting, and I present all the time, I've sold many tons of stuff of all different types of things. I remember learning from one of the greatest in personal growth, Jim Rohn. Put a 1 in the comments, by the way, if you've listened to anything Jim Rohn. You know you're good when decades after you're gone, you're still talked about. That's legacy, by the way. But Jim Rohn, one of his CDs, he was going over a story about how he first got into presenting. And he shared an account when one day he finished his presentation and someone came up to him and said, "Jim, you're such a great presenter." And Jim was super excited. And he was like, "Oh man, I feel good." And then second thought he had was this. He said, "Well, if I'm so good, why is no one buying?" And it was just like, oh man. And I don't know if you felt that way before. Good morning. Have you ever felt like you were presenting, you were talking, you were posting, but people weren't buying? Put a 2 in the comments if that relates with you. Because if you know the difference, I'm going to give you a key, huge key that changes everything today. If you understand this key, then you're going to see higher conversions. You're going to see more sales. You're going to see more influence. You're going to see also that you're going to also always know what to talk about. And what is that? Here's the saying. The number one mistake that presenters make is they present interesting information rather than interested information. What does that mean? When I first got into presenting, I thought my goal was to give the information. I thought my goal was to sound good and to look good. I thought my goal as a good presenter was to entertain or to bring a smile to someone's face or to like be impactful and be engaging. But actually, that doesn't matter at all. You see, presenting, here's the funny part. Even though you're talking, good presenters, converting presenters actually have a different focus. They don't care about how they look or how they sound. Now, that's helpful. But what they care most about is being interested in their prospect, being interested in who they're speaking with. So what do I mean by that? Interested presenters are thinking, what's Rebecca thinking right now? What's Diane needing right now? And how do I talk to them? Interesting information are simply just trying to read off their script and get the information out there. Our goal as a good presenter is not to just give information. Our goal of a presenter is to speak to who you're speaking to and to engage them with what they need. So for sake of example, have you ever found yourself trying to share a story to make a point in your business, but you find that you keep on running on? You find that you don't know where to stop. You find that you're kind of like, like just running around the mill. Put a 1 in the comments if that's ever been a struggle for you. That crushed me for a long time. When you think from the perspective about who you're speaking to, presenting to, your prospect, your teammate, whoever, you then know what to share. Let me give an example. I've been doing a lot of presentations for our team, and one thing I love presenting about is how to make more money from your phone. Okay. So let's say I'm talking to a prospect, and this prospect is a single mom that has 2 jobs that's super busy. Interesting information in my story is this. Man, when I learned how to make money from my phone, it changed my life. I'm now a speaker globally. Like, I just have so much fun with what I do. I'm making so much money. I'm blah, blah, blah. Like, that's cool. That's interesting. But interested is this. I think, what part of my story will relate to the needs and wants of that single mom that has two jobs? Put it in the comments below. What are some challenges you think that a single mom with two kids would have? What are some of their concerns as related to looking for more opportunity? Let's brainstorm a little bit. What do you think they're troubled with? What do you think they're challenged with, right? What are some of their hot buttons that an opportunity could actually help with? Maybe you might say, they have a big lack of time. Yeah, exactly, right? No time. We're on the same wavelength. Maybe they need, another thing I know moms need, they need more money for sure. For what though? Right? They need money to help their kids. Energy? Yeah, for sure. They are drained. They're tired. You know what else? To be honest, they're probably bored, because if you're a mom, you kind of want to like talk with other adults and have friends, right? So do you see what I'm saying? So now your prospect what they need. They need self-care. Exactly. So the question when I'm presenting my story, it isn't how do I make it sound amazing? That's why if you ever hear me present, I can share the same story, but it sounds different every time. Why? Because I'm thinking, what does my audience, my prospect need? I hope this clicks. Put a 2 in the comments if this clicks. This will change your presentation for forever. This will change your connection. This will change your conversion. People don't care about your story. They care about what your story can do for them. So present interested information rather than interesting. So let's keep on moving in this. Okay, so I'm talking to the single parent, the single mom that's drained, that needs money and everything. So what I might say in my story related to this opportunity is I might say something like, before then, now, if you know the structure of a story, before, where were you at? Then what did you do? After, how did this change? I might say, before, what was so tough for me is I felt so tired and drained because I felt like I was being pulled in all different directions. I had work here, I had commitments here, I had family here. I wonder who here has ever felt that way before? Oh, that single mom, she's going to be like, I know, I relate. Now, I'm not a single mom, obviously, but the struggle I relate with. Get it? So they relate with the problem. But then, let's go on with my story, right? But then I learned that you could actually find ways to make money from your phone. That even during the down times of your day, even during the 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes here and there, even in between my work, even while I'm like, juggling my family and stuff, like I can actually find ways to make money from my phone. And when I realized that, I got so excited because no longer was I stuck thinking that I had to trade just time for money. No longer did I have to go clock in, clock out somewhere. But now I found a way that I actually saw that I could have some freedoms in my life. You know what? You see how that story is interesting to that person. It's interested information. So when I talk, I'm always talking from my prospect's perspective. I'm not there to sound nice. I'm not there to make a show. Now that helps. Now, does it help to be more impactful and engaging and ask for conversation in the chat? That's why if you notice, when I speak to you, I wonder if you feel that I'm talking to you. Like, do you feel that, right? Put a me in the comments if you feel that when you hear my conversations, even if they're on recording, I hope you can feel that it's like, man, it's like James is talking to me. Now, sometimes I am because I see you, but sometimes I'm not because I don't see you. But because I'm always thinking, what kind of interested information do they need? Because I'm always thinking, from the prospect's lens, because I'm always thinking from the other person's lens, that then helps to make whatever I present connect with the audience. If this clicks with you, it will so transform any type of communication that you have. It will so transform any presentation that you have. Oh, and side note, this also helps you to overcome shyness or the fear of presenting. You know why we're afraid of presenting? Because we think that we need to sound good and nice. We fear that if we say the wrong thing, people are going to judge us. But the reason why we fear presenting is because we're thinking about us looking interesting rather than simply being interested in the other person. One thing we can all do already very well, we can care about someone else. So when you realize that presenting effectively is simply exactly taking the focus off of you and just focusing on them and helping the other person, presenting comes alive. Because if your heart and your intention is in the right place, you will always say the right thing all the time because you're listening and thinking about them. So I wonder if that clicks with you. I wonder if this was helpful. If it did, do me a big favor, share this live, share this conversation, share this video with somebody that needs to hear this. I will promise you, this will make you more connected with people. I will promise you, this will convert more sales for you in your business. I promise you, you're going to have so much more fun in any type of communication because you are now connected and you're interested in the lives of others. All right. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, be sure to subscribe as well too for this, plus a lot of other cool tips on my YouTube as well. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. Warriors out.